So one of the clients for Alpha Gamma that I could choose is going to be HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a company that identifies with a lot of college students. Me finishing my college, I know the value that it brings to us. I know a lot of mates that use it, and I can potentially know how to attract them. So I can use direct marketing in order to go strictly into college campuses and be able to recruit these people over there. They already have a lot of promotions about getting 50% off, getting delivery off. We can use those promotions in order to attract them, and we can create some promotions for referring friends, any kind of promotions that we can think of. But I'll go strictly into university campuses to attract more and more students. With I think it's an incredible customer segmentation that we can take advantage of. So the core values of Alpha Gamma are two that I completely can relate to. First is break the comfort zones. I'm a person that always like to, if I'm interviewing, I always like to talk first. I always like to break the ice. I'm not the person that wants to talk every time. I also encourage others to talk if I can see them having an idea. I can see in their face, and I always go like, do you have any suggestions? Do you have anything on your mind? So I can basically make other people talk, not only break the comfort zone for me, but also break the comfort zone for others. Also be exceptional. I can describe myself as a person that only needs one shot. I will usually, when you give me a goal, I'll double it and try to achieve as twice the amount of the goal that you gave me. So I'm definitely strive for the best result possible. And I also, your vision being the best that we can be and overcome any challenges, I can completely relate to this because I'm a person that is always trying to solve problems right on the spot. If I'm given a situation that I have to resolve in the moment, I don't have any time to consult anybody, I will be able to try to make the decision the best I can. And not only to the best of my knowledge, I also like to include input of other teammates. I think a team-based decision is always good. Even if I'm managing a team, I always like to include as much output as I can. And also include adversary options in case mine is not the best way to go. I'm really open-minded, so I can make sure I can be unbiased about making a decision and taking into consideration other people's thought. So Alpha Gamma's company culture, I think, will be a really good fit for me because in my own entrepreneurial background, I always like to create a good company culture. As I mentioned, David, before, one of the questions that I always have is what's the work environment? Because I believe that not everything is the money. The people you work with is the people that you're gonna see the most amount of time. He was also telling me about how you sometimes you need to work extra hours until 8, 9 o'clock at night. I don't have any problem with that, as long as you have a good environment with the team. So for me, the team is everything. The culture that you have is great. One of the main things that attracted me to the company was see the whole group in the website. That's an amazing fit because I always like to have that. My previous companies that didn't include this type of activities, I always try to add them as much. Add some bowling into it, add some organizational party, something like that that will get us together. And also I see you do guys a lot of networking, and networking is everything. For me, not the money is the one that moves the world. For me, it's the connections that the ones that move the world. Again, as I mentioned in the previous question, Alpha Gamma's philosophy of non-seniority, it's also a company culture that I like to have in my own entrepreneurial background because I believe that it shouldn't be up to one person decide on whether you go up or you stay wherever you are. I think numbers speak by themselves, and when you meet targets, it should speak by themselves. So whenever you get a lot of goals and you can achieve them and overachieving your goals, it's great that you're gonna be able to keep on going in the company. I'm a goal-driven person, so whenever I get some goals, as I mentioned before, I usually double them and try to achieve them. If nobody laughs at the goals, then they're not big enough, and you should increase them. So yeah, the no seniority, it's great for me because it'll let me go up even faster than what I have done before. So for career goals, I think I can go with Alpha Gamma because I want to grow in a company that is also growing. I want to be in a company that have big dreams, that they're not afraid of what is coming for them. Uh, Big project, big goals, big dreams, going into other countries. I absolutely love that type of mentality when you want to expand not only inside of your own country but also go into markets as well, one in the US, which is such a big market. I love this entrepreneur style that you have, that you can just keep on growing and then be able to go and manage your own office, manage your own team. I love this. And also, my career goal is to be successful, and I don't mean this in the money wise or in the position wise. It's just have a nice team, be able to live in a nice city, in a nice place, be able to go to work and not experience I have to wake up early or I have to do extra hours. I really want to work in a place where they want me to work there, and I also enjoy working there with my team. So after answering these 5 questions, I really want to thank David for taking basically an hour and a half of his time to have an interview with me. It was a really nice chat and a really interesting way to get to know the team, because one person can talk a lot about a team, and he was so easygoing and outgoing that I just would love to meet him more and the whole team. Also, I'd like to thank you, Alex, for taking the time to see this video. Make it as short as possible since I love to talk, but I keep it short. I do thank you for the time, and I hope you consider me for this opening. I think I can really be a good fit for this company since it's a growing company. I love to grow with companies. And as you have said in your previous interviews, I'm a person that only needs one shot. One shot is all it takes to exceed expectations, and I think I can be that type of person.